Willie D Live.
So Diddy, Drewski, and Odell Beckham, they caught a break. They got some good news. The lawsuit that was brought against them has been dismissed. That lawsuit attempted to paint them as sexual predators at a party in 2018. That lawsuit has been tossed out because the judge ruled none of the defendants ever got served the papers, and the plaintiff couldn't lock down a lawyer to handle the case after her original one dropped out. When a lawyer drops out of a case, that means there ain't no money there. That's your first sign of knowing that you probably don't have a case. Lawsuits are easy money for lawyers because most of them will be settled. So if a lawyer think they can get some paper, you're talking about three rich dudes. They got money, get a few million from each one of them, man, you good. So they got it. The lawyers, her original lawyer, dropped out. On Wednesday, a federal judge in California dismissed the case brought by a woman named Ashley Parham, who filed a suit back in October 2024 claiming she had been assaulted by Diddy, Drewski, and Odell Beckham Jr. at a party in Orinda, California. Orinda, California, never heard of that place. But Orinda, California. This is what Odell Beckham had to say about it. I have been informed of the allegations about me in a suit in California. I really can't even believe that my name is mentioned in that manner. There is absolutely no truth to those allegations. I do not know and have never met the person that filed the suit. I was not anywhere near Orinda, California at that time. In fact, I don't think I have ever even been to Orinda, California. I have never done anything like that, and I would never do anything like that to anyone. I'm confident that these ridiculous claims against me will be dismissed. Well, Odell, you were right. You were right. Those claims against you were dismissed. The people she went after immediately challenged the claims, and Odell Beckham, you heard his response. Drewski dropped receipts of his empty bank account to prove he wasn't even a celebrity at the time. And Diddy, who was hit with several similar lawsuits, also slammed the victim's claims. Parham's lawyer, Ariel Mitchell, withdrew from the case in September, and the judge says Parham missed several crucial time extension dates, including the time to find new legal counsel or to even declare she wanted to proceed without one. Drewski was happy with the decision and slammed Parham, but still sent a sensitive and positive message in a statement saying it was only a matter of time before this frivolous lawsuit against me was dismissed. He added, I pray for the real victims of assault. We can't allow these cloud-chasing antics to deter true survivors from coming forward and speaking out against these abusers in the future. Case dismissed. I ain't got no problem with that. I got a problem with the ones where there are real cases out there and those cases get dismissed, but I never believed this one off the rip because, again, Odell was like, man, I ain't never even been to Orinda, California. And Drewski showed his empty bank account. Like, man, I wasn't even a celebrity at that time. I didn't have no money. So what you talking about? I can't even afford to even go to Orinda, California. He wasn't even on the scene. And you ain't gonna be in those certain kinds of circles if you ain't on the scene, if you're not affiliated closely with one of those guys, or you ain't somebody yourself. You're not going to be in those circles. To all the true victims out there of assault, sexual assault, And there's plenty. I see you. There are some listening to my voice right now. I see you. I feel for you. And I respect what you went through and what you're going through. But there should be an equal amount of vitriol for people who lie in cases like this, as there are for those who victimize others. There should be serious consequences, because when people lie like this, they actually ruin lives. Like, this didn't really do too much to Diddy, because he already got 200 other cases against him. You know, Odell Beckham, you know, his name has been dragged, and actually Drewski's name has been dragged, but still, if you're gonna be dragged, get dragged for what you did, not what you didn't do. Like, okay, yeah, I did this, I did that, but I ain't do that. So don't be lying on me, man. Don't lie on me. You know? And I always thought old girl was lying from jump. It's like the girl who lied about, who did she say? She said it was Jay-Z and Diddy. And Jay-Z was like, man, I wasn't even at that mansion on that day. I was somewhere else at another party. And then she said she had spoken to I think this guy was some type of rock star. Yeah, rock star. And that dude said he wasn't even in this. She said she had talked to him at the party. Yeah, you know, I talked to him at the party about his tattoos. The dude said, man, I wasn't even in New York on that day. I was nowhere near New York. I was on the West Coast. So there are a lot of people out there who are just liars, and they don't care about ruining people's lives. Personally, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that. Even if I was an enemy of somebody, if I wanted to hurt them, I hurt them on a different level. Like, if I really wanted to hurt them, you know what I'm talking about, fam. But I wouldn't do it like that. I'm not. To me, that's sneaky. That's snake-like. Those are snake-like moves. You know, to just lie on somebody like that, make up something. That's a snake. That's the type of person that can't be trusted for nothing. That type of person cannot be trusted. So I wouldn't trust him. I would have a very hard problem trusting somebody like that. I would not trust a person like that under any circumstances. Just lying on somebody and ruining people's lives like that, having those lies. And the thing about it, even though they're exonerated, the lie is still out there forever, and it's on the internet forever. And so think about all the damage that's already been done, right? So now think about all of those people who made negative comments about these guys in regards to that particular lie, that particular lawsuit. Think about all the millions of comments that were made, the thousands of videos where people commentated and reacted. That stuff is not going to be taken down. It's on the internet forever. So fast forward, and you see people who may have been out of the loop, or people who are young right now who are going to find these articles and come across these articles 10 years from now, 20 years from now. And they read these articles, they may believe them. They may only read the article where these guys were accused, not exonerated. They may only see the parts read the comments where they were being disparaged, not where they were redeemed, you see? Because in most cases, the apology is never as loud as the accusation or the criticism, right? I think there needs to be a law passed. There has to be a law passed when people make up these type of stories. Once you catch them in a lie, there has to be swift consequences, consequences. And I'll be the first to tell you what I think these consequences should look like. Here's what I think they should do. I think when people lie like this and lie on people about essaying them, I think, number one, first and foremost, that person should be sentenced to prison time, not jail, prison time. Because the person that they're accusing, if they were actually convicted, that's where they're going. So give them the punishment that the person, to the extent that the person who they claim violated them would have to serve. Give them the same punishment. Give it to them. I bet you that'll stop a whole lot of that. Give them the same punishment. But also fine them and make them pay for lawyer fees automatically. Make them pay for lawyer fees. The sad part in this country is oftentimes when people are accused of crimes or anything, they have to lawyer up and they never get their money back. I want my money back from the lawyers. I want my money back from the parking meters. I want my money back from the lunch, because you know they got expensive lunch around those courtrooms. So I heard. I want the money back for every expense that I had and any money that I missed, any concert dates, any work dates. I want all that money back. I want my money back. And I think that they should pay a PR agency to scrub the negative reports. Pay somebody, every negative report out there about that particular, accusing me of that, whatever, all that has to be scrubbed, and it got to be paid. It should be paid for by the accuser, the false accuser. There has to be some consequences. It's way too easy to just accuse a person of something they didn't do. And oftentimes, when the truth is revealed, there ain't no penalty for the person who told the lie. That ain't cool. There should be a penalty. There's a penalty when you lie to the government. If you lie to the government, that's perjury. You go to jail. You go to prison. They put a case on you. So they absolutely should have to do some type of time. I say give them prison time. Put them in prison.